everyone, it's Liam Caddison here as we react to the 10th episode of Lucifer. We are in double digits. I can't speak apparently. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this episode entails because the last few episodes of Lucifer has been really incredible. I've really enjoyed watching Lucifer since its first episode, but these last few episodes for me have been on another level. And last episode got quite emotional with Lucifer befriending a priest, and yeah, it was really good seeing them two bounce off each other. The chemistry was really incredible. So it was heartbreaking when he sadly died, and seeing Lucifer's grief, it was really crushing. So, as well as him planting those seeds, those further seeds of Lucifer's life before he was sent to hell. Considering episode 6 and 7, we had the wings debacle, and last episode was him saying, "Your God always has a plan. Like, hell is not your end game. You have to have trust in him." Even though that's easier said than done for Lucifer at the minute, because he's mad about the fact that he took someone he considered a friend. So, yeah, like I said, that was really, really heartbreaking. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what this episode has in store. So with that said, let's get into episode 10 of Lucifer, season 1. Let's go.
Well, someone definitely needs to be punished for this.
According to the grocers, he came here every
Someone
morning
had bad
after having
taste killing the
breakfast
chef.
at his restaurant. Emmy says that the poisoning happened about 90 minutes before he fell, which puts him squarely at the restaurant.
Well, he can't think his own staff poisoned him. I mean, the man was a visionary.
With a hell of a temper, by all accounts. Everyone at the restaurant's a suspect. We need to interview all of his employees and do a full sweep.
So what, he was like Gordon Ramsay, basically? Hell of a temper, good chef.
No, I simply understand what it's like to want to escape the clutches of a difficult father, that's all.
Lucifer, not everything's about your parents.
Hey, detective.
Yeah.
Your sister.
Nobody can draw kind of parallels.
No, I don't have a sister, so it can't. Oh no.
Hi, sweetie. Guess who's
Her mother?
back?
Is that...
Mom, this is Lucifer.
Yeah, no way. Is that Dorothy from Jessica Jones?
Penelope Decker.
Wow.
As I live and breathe, the vampire queen.
Quite a few parallels with Jessica Jones and Lucifer at the minute.
They could have had their hands on Javier's last meal. That's chefs, servers, bussers. Even the dishwasher could have done it.
Oh, so many people, so many reasons to kill Pops.
Just interrogate the dishwasher. This sounds like a good time for Detective Liam to come on the scene. I've been playing Murder Mystery with my friends, and I've been this animated detective, let's just say.
It's gone. I'm guessing the restaurant goes to you?
No, I don't deserve this place. Dad knew that.
We'll stay in town. We may have more questions for you.
I don't think it was him.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Be a bit too, I
Boy
guess,
returns
obvious.
home and conveniently his Pops drops the next day. Lucky bastard.
Doesn't even want the restaurant.
I need to figure out how to be more
Adjusted.
normal.
Yeah.
So,
what?
She's accepted that she's not returning
Tell
to
me
hell
what to do.
anytime soon.
Well, that's not how this works.
do I need to sleep with you too?
Is that it?
Nope. No,
Oh.
I'm good. Really, I'm
What do you
good.
mean no? This is Maze.
Father figure, greed, truly the ugliest.
Think I killed Pops to speed up my inheritance?
I was
would
gonna
never
say
do
she
anything to hurt him.
she was
He
being a
taught me
bit
everything. He
impatient
meant the world to
potentially.
me.
Well, if you didn't wish your dear old
I
Pops
got my eye
ill,
on you.
What did you wish?
I got my.
To surpass him.
Ah, so the student becomes the master, eh?
No, it's not like that.
Preliminary
Just
talks
like
to
Anakin
include
with Obi-Wan.
poison used to kill Har-
No, if it's heroin, you should talk to. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I tend to have a rather
Oh,
striking effect on women. Come on, let's let it all out.
You think she did? Oh shit!
Someone call an ambulance!
I've never had that effect. God this, oh God that, he's popping up everywhere and spoiling my favourite things.
I really hate to be in your head.
Well, why would you understand? Your mother's absolutely delightful.
It's like the priest's death has really affected him, like
do I
especially
detect some
with
angst?
his perception of God,
She's like a child.
the whole
Oh,
plan.
I bet it drove you crazy.
Yeah. All she wanted was to doll me up and take me to auditions.
Would make anyone mad with rage.
Sounds
made
awfully
everything about
familiar.
So,
To the station.
why, pray tell, did Junior want to see his dad alone?
He just said that he wanted to make it right. that all he needed to do was confront his father and settle things.
That sounds really, really dodgy.
Junior
But
told us he wanted to have.
Like I own the place? The place you're living in? Rent free?
You asked me to stay here. You have no right to take her.
oh,
Where is she? She was just here.
Trick. Getting worse and worse. Hate to break it to you, but he's not here.
Okay. Oh, wait.
she is adorable. Wait, no, you can't.
They're fighting over what they want me to be when I grow up.
What do you want to be?
That's it. You gotta ask
I
her.
want to be the first president of Mars. Or a zookeeper.
I used to be a zookeeper.
You can't just force this on, like,
That's so cool.
what, 5-year-old?
So I made a new friend. What's your name?
Mazikeen. But you can call me Maze.
Oh, so you're best friends now.
Thank you, Maze.
I didn't say you could.
Right.
You're not relieved he's gone at all.
Why would I be relieved?
Because he was judgmental
not him.
and cruel, and he tried to force you into being someone you're not. And he's gone now, so you can finally be your own man. Oh dear. You didn't kill him, did you?
Of course not.
Nope.
Far more foolish. Reconciliation.
That's right. I didn't kill my dad.
Do you have proof?
Just my word.
Well, we might need something more than that.
Come on, detective.
Yeah, that's
you said
not going to
yourself
save
you
your
want to kill
skin,
your mother,
but
you
You
won't
want
do
to kill me? Just because I put makeup on your daughter?
No, because she thinks you're a child and forced her to grow up too quickly.
Dan's just biting his lip
Am I
like
wrong?
You are way out of
I'm
line,
There he
ready to
goes,
punch him.
leaping to-
And I wanted to be a chef again. And this meal was what I was gonna make for him to prove it.
It's
Well,
a
it
wholesome way of
Very good.
trying to recover your relationship. Sadly,
I
someone
didn't kill
had to
my
jeopardize that.
dad. All right, so either arrest me or let me go.
Well, we are going to need you to come downtown and make a statement.
Please.
And she got a bit pissed off because she was wanting to take the restaurant,
I'm calling about a
and she got
patient,
pushed to
Ann
the
Martin.
side.
Yeah. An hour ago. Yeah, thanks.
Let's book her. Let's book her.
Guess who checked out?
Hi, you humans, quite the paradox, aren't you? You're always killing your loved ones and then...
Poison wasn't meant for him. You
Oh?
meant to kill Junior, didn't you?
What? Oh, hence the
Oh,
He died grisly death, and
oh.
we'd assume he'd simply got a bad fix. Oh, that is very clever.
Except you didn't realize that Junior changed while he was away. He stopped eating meat.
Which is why his father ate his...
Because he was still the favorite.
Because he was worthy of his father's love. And he had a chance of redemption until you ruined it.
Oh, you bitch. It's a comfortable environment for him. Oh, shit.
The devil gets burned by fire. Could this be any more ironic?
There we go.
Ah, does my pain amuse you, detective?
A little bit. And so...
If you even want it.
I think I do. And maybe I could rebuild it. You know, make it
In
my
his...
own.
in his honor.
That's a start. Perhaps the next one can be of legal drinking age.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So, are you busy tonight?
Yes! Oh,
But I can't let you kill him.
Dan the man.
I mean, we talked about this. You know, I go down, you go down, then I go down. It's too bad.
Oh no, 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 no.
Then have a seat.
Yes, has something happened? I'm guessing by the looks of it with
Dan said no.
You mean Detective Douche?
Yes, well, of course, that's what I mean, but the bigger question here is, why do you mean
We
that?
weren't even back together. And he ended it with me tonight. With a text. I mean, what are we, in high school?
Well, I certainly drink.
If only she knew the truth.
Why don't you? It's the beginning of time.
That's nice. What's happening?
It would seem that I'm saying
My
no.
ship is sailing further. That's what's happening.
Since day one. Why are you saying no?
Well, I mean, look at me. I don't think I've ever been the son that he wants me to be.
Well, that's it. That's it. Bond between parent and yeah.
Oh God.
And then he says it. Oh man. Then he says it. Which is quite the turn in I guess a reaction, considering how he was pretty much lecturing everyone who kept muttering those two words about how they used it. So yeah, it's just I just can't get over the fact that, like, it's heartbreaking because Dan, you know, it wasn't Dan who was the one that who decided to kind of end things between himself and Chloe, but you know, I kind of do, like, I fully advocate Lucifer and Chloe's ship, so it's like, but yeah, I really liked this episode, especially, like, yeah, the crime of the week, I didn't even think it was anywhere close of it being the sun. Of course, there were a lot of seeds that were spread across the path that made him look really incriminating, like, not just physically, but verbally as well. Like, certain quotes, like, he wanted to, like, what was it that that girl said? To end things once for all. It kind of sounds really, really murderous, as well as him pulling out the knife, in front of Lucifer. But of course, they were false trails. So yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I think I think they're going to do one of these days. They're going to have someone who is presented to be the suspect, high-key suspect material. But I like the fact that he didn't take advantage of Chloe whatsoever. I think it kind of does speak volumes regarding their relationship. I mean, since the beginning, it has altered in so many ways. And pending she doesn't die in the finale or whatever this season, which I hope not, because I think that Lucifer and Chloe make a very, very, not just in terms of shipping, but in terms of the chemistry of the show and how enjoyable it is to watch. I think they do make a good pairing, especially with their fire and ice personification. So yeah, but I really liked how he decided not to take advantage of her. I'm not sure if he would have done so in episodes 3 and 4, especially the episode where he wanted to sleep with her, but I think there's no denying that ever since the first episode, there's been a change in their relationship, and he has grown to respect her so much on a grand level compared to episode 1. Their relationship has adjusted for the better, and yeah, like I said, pending what happens to her, it will be very interesting to see how that expands or potentially regresses, because, you know, they could have a big falling out or whatever at season 2 or whatever. But I really liked the growth because I feel like he would have done this in the early episodes, but he's grown so much heart for her. Them two have gotten on to the point where they're considering each other friends. So I really, really like that approach he had at the very end. And even a little sprinkle of "oh God," which he lectured people for at the beginning, which I do think kind of carries over from the last episode where the priest kind of gave him hope, and then he lashed out to his father at the end of the episode. And he's still very, very bitter regarding the fact that Lucifer took away someone he considered a friend. And I really liked how that kind of replicated to Maze's story in this episode, which she had a very interesting episode. She kind of has accepted that she's not going to be returning to hell anytime soon. And you have Dr. Martin instruct her that you should adapt to the environment around you, make friends. And we had her make friends with Trixie, which was very, very interesting. I don't know. I feel like she could see something that is reminiscent of her in Trixie, and them two really got on so well. So I really, really liked how she was there comforting Trixie, especially since there was a lot of pressure mounted on her shoulders, kind of like her own mother. So, yeah, but I really liked that discussion. And now she has seemingly befriended Dr. Martin. I think she has echoed her fondness with Dr. Martin before, but yeah, like I said, it is very, very, it was very, very interesting following Maze's story, and I love Maze. Like, she's a very, very she's a very, very acceptably awesome character. She is very fun to watch, and yeah, I really, really, I really, really do like her. But yeah, it was a very, very good episode, and I could see what they were doing regarding Javier's son. Especially with how that draws parallels to Lucifer and God, and especially with the whole aspect that they both work so hard to impress their fathers, and the latter, or the latters, should I say, they they kind of, I guess, shunned them away, so there creates this resentment. But with him returning to his father to repair the relationship, kind of gives a bit of hope, a sprinkle of hope that maybe the same can apply for Lucifer and his father. I kind of felt like it was never going to be the son, especially with how I kind of do follow a formula where if there's going to be a significant amount of spotlight shed on one suspect from the early part of the episode, it's probably not going to be them, the likelihood. So I was a bit hesitant, especially with the son returning. I was kind of like expecting layers to emerge from that, and there were so many layers created to the point where it was very, very heartbreaking for Javier's son, because you know, he did all of this, he tried to benefit him, he tried to create benefits for himself, to return to his father and repair their relationship, and then and I think she was called, she decided, well, to accidentally off him, because we found out that she was planning to kill the son, which again, it's nice layers, because she was originally going to be getting the restaurant from Javier, and then she was that got thrown in the bin when his son returned, and that was what Javier was going to tell his son, that you're going to get the restaurant if you want it. So yeah, that plan got thrown out. That plan got poisoned, you could say. So I liked the layers that she didn't retaliate to Javier in an act of anger or whatever. And it was more so of an accident. It was still pretty shitty to do, because she was planning on getting the son, not Javier, so it's still pretty shitty what she did. But I really liked how that created layers. Like, she didn't lash out at Javier. She decided to try to remove Javier's son from the equation so she can be back into the equation, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I really, really liked that. But I also, like I said, I also liked how the parallels for Lucifer and his father and Javier and his son was there. So yeah, especially with the line about how he realized his father made him who he was today. that can possibly reflect on Lucifer himself if he, because I do feel like where we're going to be ending with this is him going to be accepted into heaven again, and he can continue his life before he was sent to hell. I feel like that's the way they're going to go, especially with that line, especially with the priest's line in the last episode, God has a plan. He made Javier's son made realize that his father made him who he was today. Same could reflect on God, really. So I feel like, especially with how the sprinkles of Lucifer's past before hell has been scattered in these past few episodes, I feel like that's what I feel like. Well, I wouldn't say we're edging more closer to him actually returning to heaven, but there is more and more evidence that suggests that one day that's going to be the end game. He's going to get accepted into heaven, and there are these sprinkles of I wouldn't call it hope, but there are these sprinkles of signs that point towards the fact that Lucifer's resentment of his father will become a thing of the old, and them two can bond again at some point potentially. But I don't think that's going to come for a long time, especially since there's like 5 other seasons to get through, seemingly. So yeah, I know they're like different length in episode in terms of episodes, like every season. I think I think I was told that season 3 has like 20 odd episodes. So yeah, but I still think that is the end game. So yeah, I really liked the crime of the week, even though I didn't feel like the son did it like at first. It was great to see layers of his story build up as time went on, and the parallels that were offered to him and Lucifer's daddy issues. Yeah, I liked how the parallels were there, and it kind of creates that okay, well, maybe you need to look at it at this kind of point of view, that maybe your father made sent you to hell for a reason, and build you to be a stronger character, etc. So yeah, so I really liked that plot. I also liked the little bit with Dan and Malcolm at the end as well. Especially with Malcolm revealing, like straight out there, that he was planning on killing Lucifer. And for a moment there, I thought Dan was going to agree to kill him, especially with how disastrous the dinners. I mean, since when do dinner scenes go well on TV? But yeah, there was that tension, and for a moment there, I thought he was going to do it, but he has a good heart, proving that he wasn't a dirty character to begin with, because he could have conspired against Lucifer, especially with the whole idea that like Lucifer and Chloe was trying to become a thing in a few episodes ago, with him wanting to sleep with Chloe. Yeah, you would think that maybe there could be some like darkness in Dan, but Dan thankfully said he's not worth. It doesn't mean he deserves to die just because he's a douche, which is ironic. He doesn't deserve to die because of it, and I think he got knocked out unconscious. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, that's gonna create some repercussions. But Malcolm is proving to be a very, very interesting antagonist so far, especially ever since he got brought back. He has a very, very manipulative and hateful personification, so I really, really am liking Malcolm's presence in the show. And it was very interesting to see Chloe's mother as well, who was also in Jessica Jones. And she played a similar role, especially with the whole forcing someone into audition shtick that she enforced on Chloe and tried to with Trixie. So yeah, there was like, I recognized the actress from Jessica Jones, where she plays a similar role. So yeah, it was nice to see her involved. But yeah, I really, really liked this episode and how the parallels to Javier and his son and Lucifer and God it was there. So yeah, it was a very, very fun and entertaining episode, especially the whole Chloe and Lucifer bit at the very end, where I really grew a bit of respect there for Lucifer for not taking advantage of her, and recognizing that the relationship has expanded so much ever since the first episode. So I really, really liked that so much. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!